James, we've lost the cup final by 1-0. Not a great first half. Tried in the second half. Just didn't come, did it?
I felt like you summed it up. I mean, second half was good. I thought we were the better team, but when you chase the goal, when they defend resolutely, it's hard to break that down. First half, Valencia for me was just so poor. You know, I know everyone will focus on what Jones did, and Jones made a bad error, and I think Bailly would have got in there and he would have made that tackle. I also don't think he would have been caught out of position so badly for that first touch. So I'm confused why he didn't play. I would have always played him, but Jose chose Jones. Jones had a bad moment, and that's what it is, a bad moment.
You say a bad moment though, but even before the goal, he made an awful pass, and I think it was like the first 10 minutes to let Hazard through. The fact the warnings were there.
It was there. I mean, yeah, you're right. I think one thing we can see from today is Chris Smalling deserved to be in the England squad. Certainly over Phil Jones, because Chris Smalling was phenomenal today. He was absolutely commanding of that whole back four, back three towards the end, back two even. But second half, we were a much better team. We were far better than them. Martial maybe should have come on a bit earlier. He caused all sorts of trouble. Lukaku, we just don't know how fit he was, whether he could have lasted the half, the 20 minutes he did, or whether he could have lasted the full 50 minutes had we've gone to extra time. And maybe that's what maybe he just took the wrong gamble and said he could do 50 minutes if needed. And Lukaku, we were a better team. There were times when the ball came to him, he'd take it down and pass it, and we needed that all the way through.
We tried to inject a bit of pace into our play in the second half, and we tried to make things happen, but I think because of the first half performance was so difficult, so poor. But you know, you said it there, like Chelsea. It wasn't like Chelsea were amazing.
They weren't.
You know, it was one mistake. You made two mistakes and so a couple more, but the main mistake was that mistake from Phil Jones.
Man of the match was Rudiger for them. That probably says everything about it. You know, it's a really hard one to take for us. I was praying for extra time round about 55 minutes. I really wanted just to see a bit more and see whether we could have taken it to them, but you know, it's a tough one.
Did you feel that we were going to get back into the game? It might sound like a silly question, given against in the semi-final we did the same, we got back into it. But when we went 1-0 down this time against them, did you feel we were going to get back? Did you feel Jose was going to find a way to get back?
We scored a goal, which I don't know whether it was offside or not. It was ruled offside. So we had chances. I think right at the end, Pogba had a header, which it felt like that was our moment. And as soon as that didn't go in, that was the point where we weren't going to win. And I really felt that. And from that point onwards, I felt the game was lost. The weirdest thing to me is there's a hell of a lot of Chelsea fans here not watching their team lift the FA Cup. I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be watching my team lift that cup, and I find that a really strange thing. It's reeks of plastic fans over there, and I really don't get it.
Well, we say their success is hollow, don't we? But don't want to be too bitter. But to focus on our own thing. I mean, going forward, that is now the official end of the season, the proper end of the season. Does that?
One more game next week. We're all Real Madrid fans for this whole week. We're Ronaldo fans. We're Real Madrid fans. We've still got one more game that we can watch. We can hopefully take a lot of joy from. If they win that, it's a really bad year. Liverpool win, Chelsea win, Man City win. I mean,
and that's just it. Does that take away any form of positivity that we had, or any form of the progress? Some people are saying is stop watching other teams. Just look at what we're doing. Do you think we've done enough this year to say we've made the progress?
We're second in the league. Yeah, we've gone from 6th to second. That is progress. We're better than Liverpool. We're better than Tottenham. You can't take that away from us. The league is one thing that will never lie. You can win a cup and not be the best team. Wigan did it. Chelsea did it today. You can win a team and not be the best team in the league. Liverpool did it in 2005 when they won the European Cup and finished 5th or 6th. You can do that. The league doesn't lie. We're the second best team in the country. By distance, Man City are ahead of us, but we're still the second best team in the league. That's progress from where we were. We've gone from what we had to deal with David Moyes, which a lot of people hate even hearing his name. Louis van Gaal was abysmal. It was the worst football I've ever seen. We finished out of the Champions League the second year with him. Jose is getting there. There's no one better. Unless we can get Guardiola, there's no one better to do this job than Jose. And we need to just keep progressing with him. We need a big transfer window. We need to get out some dead wood. We need to lose players. I think Valencia probably is at the end of his time with us. I think that we need to get a better midfielder. We need to get better defenders. And we need to get something. We just need to get the right players to create the right chances up front. If we do that, we got a chance.
It's been a disappointing end, and unfortunately we couldn't win it. But that's how it goes. So
we'll be back next year.
Yeah.
The great thing about football is it never ends. Yeah, it keeps going. We're still the most successful team. We can still go on and create more history moving forward. This isn't the end. This is just one day where we've had a bad day. It's a really disappointing one day, but tomorrow we move on. Next season we move on, and we've got a chance of winning everything else again next year.
Listen, man, thanks for talking to us. Next season we go. Yeah. Cheers, man.